Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to recap first of two games I'll recap in the same video, because there's like so many games I'm recapping. I want to do two here in the same video to get that out of the way. The first one I wanted to recap is number 1 Houston beating number 3 Arizona in the Big 12 championship game. I'll recap the Big East. Pause the video, wait for it to end, and then I'll recap it. But Houston wins the Big 12. They're one of the favorites up there with Florida, Duke, Auburn. But just complete dominance by this Houston basketball team this year. They went 22-1 against the Big 12 opponents. They won the regular season title by 4 games and the conference tournament title. Just an unbelievable season. They didn't even have what's his name? What is his name? Something Roberts. Juwan Roberts, if I'm not mistaken. And they still won the Big 12 tournament. Not sure why he's out. I think he's injured, but Houston lost 2 of its first 3 games as a member of the Big 12 in January 2024. Since 2 defeats, the Cougars are 38-3 against Big 12 competition, with 2 regular season championships and a conference tournament title. Who would have thought Houston would just come into the Big 12 and just dominate their opponents? 38-3 in 2 seasons. 2 regular season titles. Last year, they were runner-up, and in the conference tournament this year, they won it. I mean, it's a tough loss for Arizona, but Houston's probably one of the best teams up there with Florida right now. Arizona can learn from this loss, but I think you should feel confident heading into the tournament because I think they belong there. It kind of just depends on matchups. A 4 seed out west ain't too bad. From where Arizona started this season, I didn't know if they would be any good or not. But they'll probably end up as a 4 seed, I would say. They had a good week, you know. They beat Arizona, Kansas. They beat Texas Tech. I know Texas Tech had some injuries, but they still beat those 2 teams. 22-1 in league games, and the only loss was in overtime. This is a dangerous, gritty, tough, and just good at finding ways to win. Well deserved for Kelvin Sampson. I mean, you know, sometimes they always come up short in the tournament, but I don't know if they're going to come up. They might come up short this year, but you never know, man. I think this team is really, really fucking good, man. But this was a pretty good game, man, between these 2 teams. Between the number 1 and number 2 seeds in this tournament. Houston, this was a back-and-forth game. They had a battle. They were actually down at halftime. They started off pretty strong, but Arizona battled back. They done a good job battling back and took a 5-point lead at halftime over Houston. But Houston then outscores them 44-31 in the second half. Arizona, I believe, had a stretch where they went down 7, 8 points, but then they had a 9-2 run, you know, get back in this one. Even though they got outscored by 13, they did not give up in the second half of this game. They battled, but Houston just made clutch plays down the stretch, and then Arizona just had no answer. Start Milo's Uzan, who had 25 points. Go over your box score. Let's go over your team statistics first. Get that out of the way. 22-12 record for Arizona. See where they get selection. Saying probably a 4 seed. Houston, I would say a 1 seed. They didn't play perfect by any means. 26-61, 42.6%, but they played better in the second half. They were 9-23 from 3, 39.1%, 11-12 from the line, 91.7%. They had 35 rebounds, 9 offensive, 26 defensive, 7 assists, 4 steals, 3 blocks. They had 8 total turnovers. They got 15 points off turnovers, which was kind of a difference. Arizona 12 turnovers. They had 9 points off 8 Houston turnovers. At 12 turnovers, they gave up 15 points. 11 fast break points for Arizona, 36 points in the paint. 15 fouls, each team had 15 fouls. Houston 5 fast break points and 28 points in the paint. Their largest lead was a 10-point lead. Arizona was 5 at halftime. Arizona shot 25 of 57, 43.9%, 5 of 18 from 3, 27.8%, 9 of 12, 75.0% from the line, 35 rebounds, 8 offensive, 27 defensive. Pretty even battle on the glass there. Houston made 4 more 3-pointers. So let's now go over your box score. The leading scorer was 25 points, Milos Uzan, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, 8 for 16 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3. Hell of a game from Milos Uzan. He's been really, really good for them. Sharp, 17 points, 6 of 17 from the field, 3 of 9. Cryer, 3 of 10, 1 of 4 from 3, 9 points. Really big game for Milos Uzan to step up when Sharp and Cryer were combined 9 for 27. Francis, 8.7 rebounds, 3 of 4 shooting. He had a clutch bucket down the stretch. Malik Wilson, 9.7 rebounds, 4 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. He had a big game as well, 9 and 7 off the bench. So great games from Uzan, Francis, and Malik Wilson. For Houston, Caleb Love, 19 points, kind of not an efficient 19 points, 7 of 19 from the field, 2 of 9 from 3. Bradley, 14 points, 5 of 11 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. Waka, 6 points, 9 rebounds. Townsend, kind of complimented last night. Tonight, 0 points, 0 for 2 shooting, 2 rebounds. Del Orso, 0 points, 0 for 2 shooting, 0 1 for 3. Vasar off the bench, 8.6 rebounds. Carter Bryant, 6.6 rebounds, 2 of 6, 2 of 4 from 3. KJ Lewis, 11 points, 1 assist, 3 rebounds, 5 of 9 from the field, 0 1 from 3. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say for the Big 12 title game. So if you're just here to tune in for that, leave me a like, comment, and subscribe. Thoughts on this? So let's get to the Big East Championship. Around your Big 12 title game has just, Big East title game has just went final between number 1 seed St. John's and number 2 seed Creighton. I believe, yeah, number 1 St. John's beats number 2 Creighton. 82-66 reaction here, with just a dominant second half performance. 57-38 second half. St. John's at one point they made 14 straight shots. Shots in this second half. This team, man, is so good. Like, their offense wasn't great in the first half. Neither team was great. 28-25 Creighton at halftime, but St. John's outscores them by 19 in the second half. But Kadary Richmond, Asia 4, Luis Jr., these are their 3 best players offensively. 2 of them had 20 plus, 1 of them had 12 points. Kadary Richmond's such a good all-around player for this team. He's a good all-around player. Luis Jr. can shoot the 3, can drive to the paint, really good rebounder. Asia 4, an underrated player for them. 3 players in double figures. 14 straight shots at one point. Just unbelievable by this St. John's squad. And when they're on defensively, mate, they're always on defensively. If they get hot offensively like that, 14 straight shots, forcing turnovers, getting out in transition, they are a really, really tough team to beat. It's becoming harder and harder to say that Rick Pitino isn't one of the greatest coaches in college basketball history, and he has always been. But the Big East, runs through Queens in the Big East regular season and tournament champions. The hell of a season by this St. John's team. You had 20 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 8 of 15 from the floor from Asia 4, 1 of 4 from 3. Luis Jr., 29 points, 10 rebounds, 11 of 18 from the field, 3 of 3 from 3. Richmond, 12 points, 4 assists, 12 rebounds, 6 of 10 from the field. Ibon Ayo, 6 points. Ayo! Wiltshire, 4 points. Scott with 5 points. I don't know how you say his name. 2 points. And Smith, 4 points, 4 assists. They shot the lights out, and especially in the second half. First half was not great. But St. Ave was way better. They shot for the game 34-65, 52.3%, 50.0% from the field. Creighton, not as good, 26-60, 43.3%, 6-26, 23.1%. Defense can possibly win championships. But 6-26 from 3. St. John's 7-14. Kalk Brenner, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 7 for 10. Neal, 13 points, 6 assists, 7 rebounds. Ashworth, stinky. 13 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, but 3 of 19, 2 of 10 from 3. Think he might have got a bit tired on it. McAndrew, 14 points, 3 of 9 from 3. Green, 9 points, 6 rebounds, 4 for 5. There's a big difference. 15 total turnovers by Creighton. St. John's scored 21 off turnovers, 14 points in the fast break. Creighton didn't get many chances. 50 points in the paint by St. John's. They were scoring inside and outside in the second half. And that big second half, outscored by 19 points. Ripatino's such a good coach, man. He has a really good team. If they're on like this offensively and they can force these turnovers, get in the fast break, score in the paint, nail some threes, at least like 7, maybe take like 14, you make like 6 or 7. They're going to be good. Just an incredible season. The highest ranking in AP poll. First outright Big East regular season title since 1985. First Big East Conference title since 2000. Rick Pitino, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, that's really all to say. We'll see where St. John's lands in the tournament. See where Creighton goes as well. But St. John's, for the first time in 25 years, is the king of the Big East. Luis Jr. had 2 points in the first half. 27 in the second half. So yeah, that's all to say for these 2 games. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. And until next time, I have a lot. Peace.